Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Bret Hart series featuring Hitman matches from Canada Fire Pro Wrestling. Click the link in the description for full episodes. Watch now as the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be excellently executes. So now, Bret Hart, the Hitman, and blue hair will challenge Team Satan for the DFW Dramatic Fight Wrestling Tag Team Championship, which Team Satan has a defense of now, so they verified their legitimacy in holding this belt after gaining it through, let's say, dubious circumstances. Anyway, Bret Hart, Satan's general. Let's do this. Eye rake, huh? The Hitman giving the general a little taste of his own medicine. Maybe Bret Hart's been watching this show for a while. Has a sense of what he's up against. Smart veteran thing to scout your opposition before you get in the ring. He's handling things pretty well so far. Reversal of the Irish whip sends him into the sharpshooter corner. Turnbuckle punches. Again in the turnbuckle, but the general responds with some eye rakes of his own. 2 eye rakes. He doubled up on it, just to prove that he's a dirtier fighter than the Hitman. Hitman landed 1 eye rake. Satan's general comes back with 2. Point made. Irish whip into the classic arm drag takedown. Another eye rake. Now we're dueling eye rakes now. This is the battles who can blind the other guy. And maybe they both are at the point now where I can barely see. Let's just get tagged out so I can give my vision a chance to recover. Get all 4 men in the ring there fighting it out. Arm drag takedown by Team Satan. Turnabout's fair play. Snapmare by blue hair. The big man escapes that go behind predicament. Muscles his way out of it. Lands a hard, is that a forearm shot? Headlock, hip toss, takeover into the submission attempt. Body slam, Will Stewart putting his power on display, Satan's foot soldier. Evades the spear attempt. Shoot. Clubbing blow. Battering the downed opponent. And then tags off to his general. Sit on the guy. Oh, there's a... Alright. You saw it? You saw where that knee went? More dirty tactics by the general. Dragon screw leg whip, however. Went for maybe a pile driver a bit early, maybe, on a somewhat fresh opponent. Blue hair escapes. Tags in the Hitman. Starts to wear the general down with a sleeper. And we're back to the team captains, but only briefly. As the general gets the heck out of there. Tags back in. His foot soldier. Knee to the midsection. So we're into the championship corner right now. Arm drag takedown. The foot soldier's getting a bit bullied here. Reverse. Atomic drop. So, we'll change partners here. New combination. All 4 men in the ring. Dragon screw leg whip applied again. And the foot soldier. Legal just long enough to apply his foot. to one of his rivals, one of his opponents. Backbreaker submission attempted there. Soldier's coming back in. Hurls blue hair out of the ring. Same spot where we just saw our first, I believe, our first count out decision. Snap, vertical suplex. Oh, Satan's foot soldier has gone for a chair. It's knocked free, however. Suplex slam. Now a baseball bat. Oh, overhead swing. Eventually he had to drop that thing or he would have been disqualified. So we're back to the Hitman versus the Satan's foot soldier here, which Bret Hart has gotten the better of in this match. The excellence of execution is bringing too much experience right now for Will Stewart to handle. He doesn't seem to be able to get much offense out. So he'll tag off Satan's general. Double drop kick. Turns it over to his leader who goes down low. I think the general realized we need some complexion changing there, and oof. That's kind of a low blow too, isn't it? That reverse atomic drop. Like, I mean, what is he really dropping? His knee there. Anyway, trying not to think about it. Swinging neckbreaker into the sharpshooter. Fittingly. First use of the sharpshooter for Team Sharpshooter version 2. Got that victory roll. One count only, it's a bit early. I think this match has got some maturing to do before someone's likely to be defeated. With a title on the line. And the assistant diamond cutter. I wonder where Bret Hart might have picked up that move. Maybe from when he was in WCW. His career would have overlapped with Diamond Dallas Page at that time. Running shoulder. And the Hitman went for a vertical suplex, only to have that thwarted by Satan's foot soldier, who beats him in the back of the head. Bret Hart, a little discombobulated maybe from fighting two guys at once, decides better just to tag out. Ooh. Some sort of modified Widow's Peak forward slam. Oh, rolling leg drop from the top rope. Some sort of leg lock submission deep in the blue corner. Satan's general makes a long trek across the ring to make the save. Just in case. Still seems early for a submission, but why take a chance? It is your title. It is your championship on the line. And Will Stewart is the one who is supposed to be doing that Widow's Peak slam. You noticed earlier, Blue Hair actually stole it. I believe that's what that Japanese lettering on the screen meant. You hijack your opponent's move. Backflip. Pose down off of, what was it? Was that a clothesline? I was too busy looking at all the guys walking around. Will Stewart putting the power on display. He's got a lot of it. And he saves the general from a move, and then they double drop kick. The champs working together here. It's definitely an advantage anytime you can actually do 2-on-1 action. Ball grab. Bret Hart says, take your hands off the region of my new partner. Tombstone piledriver. Executed by Satan's foot shoulder. And we're into another sharpshooter. Bret Hart in there to prevent the save. He's going to eat another tombstone piledriver. Oh, go easy on the old man's neck. You're going to break it. Dragon screw leg. Bret Hart's going to take a while to recover from that as he wavers after being dropped on his head for the second time over a short span. Maybe he doesn't want to be back in the ring just yet. I don't know. Anyway, there's titles on the line. Although it's not a Canadian championship. So maybe only half satisfying for Bret Hart, who's presumably aims to hold actual Canadian titles. Still, he would be a champion in a Canadian wrestling promotion, so certainly counts. Oh, we're going to get some double team here. Wow, backflip, drop kick, while his opponent's being held. The Hitman's fighting his way out of this. Oh, there's that running, that leave your feet clothesline that he used to do back in those Hart Foundation days. Swinging neckbreaker elbow. Work the knee. That would have been a good time to maybe apply the sharpshooter. I think we've yet to see Bret Hart use it, I think. But it's in his repertoire. Maybe he's saving it for the moment of truth. He is a crafty veteran after all. Shoulder block to the back of a dazed opponent. Bret Hart is a crafty veteran of a long time, but has he ever fought against a duo so evil, so devilish, so satanic as Team Satan? This might be new waters for him to try to tread in. Oof, jumping, Mr. Wonderful, pile driver, blue hair follows up with the baseball slide fitting with a baseball bat, not far away. Fire, jumping, powerbomb, Bret Hart, who is a veteran of tag action, smartly getting in there. Keep the save from happening. Pile driver, brainbuster, stuff going on, all four men in the ring. Again with that baseball slide. I believe the Japanese love their baseball. So it's cool when Blue Hair does that. He's like a shout out to his home country. But there's a double drop kick again. Team Satan working as a team. Advantage champions, you'd think. Oh, now we're going to see a Phoenix Plex. Ooh, nearby the baseball bat anyway. 2.9, just that close to new champions. Bret Hart was that close to his first title here in Canada. Blue Hair himself has been a champion. Remember, he was part of the original configuration of Jin Dynasty. And they briefly held those titles. The six tag titles before coughing it back up to Team Canada. Olympic slam by the Foot Soldier. Bret Hart wavering again. He's a little older, after all. It's gotta be a little harder to do this than it once was. As Rocky said, you ain't as young as springtime anymore. That was Rocky 3, I believe. There's the Widow's Peak. Face slam. Oh. Bret Hart reverses. He counters that move into an arm type of arm bar. Good idea. Apply the submission deep in the corner. Like that's how Satan's General won their previous match, I believe. Apply the submission in your own corner. Give the other side a tough time breaking it up. Backflip. Pose down. Wow. Flying elbow from the top rope to the buttocks, to the Bret buttocks. But Bret escapes trouble there with a stunner. Might have picked that up from his rivalry with Steve Austin, maybe? Flying top rope knee. Oh, Bret Hart tags out to Blue Hair, but that might have cost Team Sharpshooter the advantage. Now the General's back in there. Another double drop kick. Still more teamwork. Probably owing to we're seeing more teamwork out of the champs, maybe because they've been partners from their arrival here over a year now. They've been as teammates. This version of Team Sharpshooter never teamed before. This was put together kind of on the fly. So we're deep in the championship corner now. Top rope. Oh my goodness. variation on the superplex, but just dropping the guy headfirst onto the turnbuckle. Fire jumping power bomb, but it's in the championship side of the ring, the champion's side of the ring. Will Stewart with the save, but the giant swing is broken up. Yeah, getting a bit fatigued, boys. 3 members of this 4-person match laying flat on the mat, just trying to recover, carry on somehow. It's going to become a battle of wills. There's that teamwork again. Man, you got to figure that favors the champions. We're seeing considerably more teamwork, I think. 1-man gang, forward face slam. But, you know, the more the match wears on, everyone gets tired, everyone gets beat up, so it's probably still anyone's match. If it's advantage champions, it's probably a small advantage. We're deep in the challenger corner here. Now we're going to see a Phoenix Plex, but is it in the ropes? Yeah, well, he wasn't legal anyway, actually. Blue hair's got to get out of there. Bret Hart applies the sharpshooter. What he's known for, and there it is. Did I call it? Did I call it? Bret the Hitman Hart, I said we hadn't seen the sharpshooter out of Bret Hart. Or was he waiting for the right moment? Deep in the challenger corner, cinches that in, his move. And the Canadian crowd goes wild. This Canadian legend, Bret the Hitman Hart, hoists his first championship here in the Canadian wrestling promotion. He is now the leader of the DFW Dramatic Fight Wrestling Tag Team Championship team, along with blue hair